day to day. So I've been doing these 5 things and kind of questions and answers that maybe some of you guys have. And one of the questions that came up was, what a few things, 5 things you wish someone would have told you when you started your art journey. Okay? And so I don't know if I can come up with exactly 5, but I will leave you some little golden nuggets. Okay? I don't know how gold they are. Maybe fool's gold. Take them with how you like. So what I would say is, stop comparing yourself to someone else. That's hard. It's really hard, actually. So I think a lot of people are paralyzed in their own world, or they freeze in their art, or they stop doing art, or whatever the case may be, because they are comparing it to someone else's. So don't compare your art, because it's your art, it's your voice, it's your journey. And a lot of times we look at someone who may have years of experience and we're just beginners, right? So make sure, number 1, kick those doubts to the door and just do art for you. The second bit of advice that I wish I would have known when I first started was, I wish I would have known how many amazing, exclamation points, okay, amazing, supportive art community that there is out there. So Instagram comes to mind for me. I've met a lot of amazing people that I have become real life friends with, who come to art retreats, who I go and visit, who, it's amazing because it's like a sisterhood, a tribe of people that just support and love everyone else. Like, I feel like we're best friends, and we may only see each other like once a year, but I still feel like the community of artists that are out there, when you find your tribe, I never knew that those people were out there. So I think that it's key to share your work. The only way you're going to find your tribe is for you to actually share your work with the world. Do I like everything that I create? I like it a lot more now than I used to, but there are times when I post things on Instagram, I post things on social media that I don't necessarily think are the best, but I know that someone out there may be needing that inspiration today. So it doesn't matter where you are on your journey. Share your work and go out there, comment, like, tell people that you love their work and why you do, and be able to have you know, there's amazing people out there that you're going to meet that's going to be like, what? Where have they been all my life? It's like my sister, like my best friend from school, like the sister I never had. It's crazy. But you have to share. You have to go out there. You have to comment. You have to be vulnerable sometimes. And you have to be able to create that, that tribe within yourself. So I had no clue that was out there. So, okay, so that's 2. The third thing I would say is, if you can dream it, you can do it. So what I mean by that is, if you, if your gut, if your intuition, if something inside of you says to use staples and rip blue jeans apart and glue it down on the paper, go for it. Stop doubting what it's going to look like. Like, push all of that naysaying, push all of that, well, I haven't seen anybody else do it. Okay, well, do it yourself and see what you like. So go find artists that you like, emulate their styles if you want to, but I think the key here is, if you think it, like you're like, man, I bet that would be cool. Like, I took a handbag a ham bag, for those that can't understand the accent, H-A-M, a bag that ham comes in. So I took it and I ripped it apart, and I wanted to use it in another way. Had I seen someone else do that? No. But I was like, hey, I really like the texture of this, let me try. So if you can think it, you can do it. Go out there and put it in your journal. Let's see if there's anything else. The fourth thing I would probably say is you don't need all the supplies. You don't need it. I think oftentimes there is paralysis in having too many choices. Yep, I know. I love art supplies too. Y'all don't be hating on me now. But I do really think that the consumerism, right? Everybody's trying to sell a product or something. You don't necessarily need like 15 different kinds of paint markers. You don't need every kind of brayer that they have out on the market. You don't need 100,000 things of adhesive. I think we can find ourselves as being art supply buyers and not artists that actually use the art supplies. So I would caution you on using things that you have or finding new ways to use the products that you have in a different way, opposed to going out and buying things when you still have things that have the wrappers on it. Now, I know y'all gonna be hating on me, okay, but I really, really do believe, and I have things in my studio right here that I don't use. Why do I have it if I don't use it? If it's out of sight for me, it's out of mind. So my place looks like a whole mess. Like you can see this, it's over here, a whole pile of stuff. But so I would say just make sure that you buy the stuff that you think you're actually going to use, and try using up things. So I guess that takes me to the fifth thing, since I'm kind of on a roll here. And the fifth thing would probably be, well, I kind of think 4 and 5 kind of tie together. So use your items. So 4 was don't buy things you don't think you need, or don't get caught up in the hype of a new product that comes out when you haven't even used the other 4 that you've already purchased. The other thing is challenge yourself to use up supplies. Like, it feels so good to me whenever I am able to go in and throw a tube of paint away because I've actually used it all up. So don't feel like a hoarder, and like this is precious. You can go buy you a new bottle of like $5 or $10 paint. Use that stuff up, ladies. Let's use what we have and use it all up, and then cheer on everybody that is throwing away the empty bottles, because guess what? I am way better now at probably 1,000 pieces of artwork than I was at artwork number 100 or artwork number 1. That's for sure. So the more you do it, the better you will get, and the more comfortable and confident you feel. So stop holding on to those little tubes of paint. Squirt that stuff down and make it work. Let's go out there and slap some paint down. Now, if you have any other questions, or you think of anything that you think this Southern gal may know a little something about, I don't know much, but what I do know, I don't mind sharing. So go out there, grab yourself some sweet tea, honey, and go watch some of these videos I've made for you. Until next time, I hope y'all have a fantastic day, and toodaloo!